Hello and welcome to Ashland High School. We are here with the girls varsity basketball, Ashland against Westwood. And we're getting right onto it here as we have the Ashland girls starting with a driving offense. That's going to be Kayla Madden with a starting two to lead this game off.
Good job by Kayla Madden there, for sure. She is just a star player for Ashland. And great season so far. Hoping to see some continued success from her.
And it looks like number 21 from Westwood, Fiona McGowan, is gonna actually, no, I apologize. That was a offensive foul, and Kayla Madden is gonna take it for the inbound. Driving it up the court here, she's gonna see number 22 of Ashland, Kaylee Surrow. Back to the captain, Kara Flynn. Madden driving. Out to Surrow. Surrow tries to drain a three, no good. And Westwood's gonna get that rebound, putting Ashland back on defense.
And Ashland, interestingly enough, starts out in the press here with the pass just over the hands of number 21 of Westwood,
Fiona McGowan. Yeah.
And Ashland ball. So Ashland showing some defensive prowess early on here.
Number 11, Megan Galvani. Over to Flynn. Flynn's going to put a jump shot up, and that's going to be good for two.
Ashland jumping out to an early lead here. Again, hoping for that continued success. Ball goes down low.
Westwood passing around the key. Fiona McGowan into number 32, Gabriella Heaney-Secord. Number 11, Amanda Nocera driving, but not going to find the net. And it looks like Ashland maybe going to come up with that rebound. They are.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call it out of bounds on Westwood,
and
leading to an Ashland possession here.
Absolutely. Sarah's going to inbound it to Kayla Madden.
Kayla Madden drives it up the court.
Some good hands-on defense for number one, the captain, Alex Flynn from Westwood. As Sarah's going to try for a three, or excuse me, Galvani's going to try for a three, but not going to find it. And a pass that doesn't find its mark from Surrow is going to lead to a Westwood possession. Flynn tries to take it herself, but looks like she's going to draw a foul. Finn, excuse me, not Flynn. We have Finn and Flynn here.
It's going to get confusing. It's going to be a confusing night for us announcers here.
Especially since both Finn and Flynn are both captains of their respective teams.
Good job by both so far, showing why they are captains for, for their respective teams as well.
Lizzie Kelly tries to get the throw off to Heaney-Secord, but not going to find it. And Ashland's going to get that rebound.
Looks like that might have been, I couldn't tell if that was Megan Galvani, I believe, down low with that interception for Ashland.
Oh, no, it looks like it was Flynn, actually, as Flynn's going to go to the line. Oh, for the interception you're talking
about.
Yeah,
the interception down the other end of the court. But, yeah, Flynn's going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line. She's usually pretty dependable from the line. A rare miss there.
Yeah, it's true.
But she has that ability to draw those fouls, so something to look for tonight.
As Westwood's going to sub in number 23, Riley Murray. Flynn going for her second shot here. She's going to make that one. She's going to have a three on the night thus far, scoring 3 of Ashland's 5 points. And it looks like another overthrow from Westwood is going to lead to another Ashland possession. Not the first time in this first 3 minutes of the quarter. We've seen quite a few overthrows from this Westwood offense.
I would have to say so, and something to work on, I guess, for Westwood would be passing for sure. Looks like there are some good cuts though, but maybe not slowing down after the cut is made. Maybe that's something they need to do, or you know, it definitely is. It's hard if you're a quarterback. You know, it's hard to hit somebody on the move.
Yeah, true, definitely. It's one thing to have the look, but it's another thing to execute on that look. And it looks like they have one half of that. And if they could just get a little bit better at finding their mark, which they could do within the game, of course, the game is still young, and they might just be warming up here. As number 11 going to take it for 3. Amanda Nocera not going to find the net, and is that gonna be another foul or out of bounds for Ashland?
Yeah, I believe so. And we have 3 fouls here for Westwood already in this short-lived game.
Yeah, we're about halfway through the first quarter, and Westwood already with 3 fouls. Not as much as we saw from that boys game the other night, Ashland versus Bellingham, but still something to note nonetheless. As Madden going to drive here, but I think she's going to get fouled herself, and I think that's going to bring Westwood up to 4.
Well,
as we say that,
I'm seeing number 13 of Westwood with 2 fouls. Who is that? Lizzie Kelly with 2 already, and now we have number 21 Fiona McGowan with her first on the night. And Madden going to the line. She's clutch, isn't she?
On the line, absolutely, and under the net as well.
And
quite
one
the driving
interesting
force. Excuse my pun.
Oh yeah. But interesting little thing about Madden is she likes that deep 3. She's not one to go for the short 3. She'll take the deep one any day.
That said, we haven't really seen that from her much this season. I mean, we've seen it a fair amount, but
yeah,
we've
we'll
mainly
see
seen
the
her
shot,
under the
but
net.
we haven't seen her make it as much as maybe we're used to.
Yeah, and we mainly see her under the net nowadays, leaving those 3s to players like Sorrow or even Flynn.
I would have to agree, and looks like we may have our first Ashland foul.
Second Ashland foul, according to the board.
And both of them by Megan Galvani.
And number 33 from Westwood, Elizabeth Gill, going to the line, hoping she can put the first points from Westwood on the board. Unfortunately, no good thus far, but she's going to have another chance here. The shot
is good.
She makes it.
So Westwood with their first point of the night. Ashland up 7-1 as Madden drives down the court.
Flynn with the quick reactions to pick up that dropped ball, but good awareness from the Westwood defense to get this ball back, and good awareness from Madden herself to get this ball back as she drives down the court, looking like a little bit of a fast break as the Westwood defense is trying to catch up.
A little madness under the net. Looks like Flynn comes away with the ball.
Yeah, the Finn-Flynn conflict there, and it looks like Flynn's going to get the upper hand. We have number 13, Ryan Lima. She's been good around the key, but hasn't really taken any shots or put up any points of herself. Oh, and that's going to be a travel on Sorrow. And now Westwood's going to get this inbound. Number 11, Amanda Nocera, inbound to Alex Finn, the captain, both captains, excuse me. And Ashland playing that aggressive defense, that press that they're known for on both sides, boys and girls. And it looks like it's going to pay off as they're going to get that. They're going to get that defense in the key and draw the foul for themselves.
We have the boys actually behind us getting warmed up. We have a nice double header tonight.
Absolutely,
but it's 2 different teams actually. It's not both Westwood.
It's Westwood for the girls and Millis for the boys.
That's a little bit better for me. Making some adjustments here. We're down a crew member. With that being said, though, have to say that Mackie Kotob and Cameron Tabo on the cameras tonight, doing a great job over there.
Doing a fantastic job as number 5, Caitlin Curtin, is going to drive but not find the net. Sorrow for 3. She's going to find it. Those are her first points of the night as Ashland goes up 10-1. As we're nearing the 6th minute of this first quarter.
Ashline gets the rebound. Madden drives up. What's she gonna do?
Oh, I thought Sura was gonna take another three there. But Madden's gonna take it herself.
That deep three.
And Flynn in another scuffle under the net. Who they're gonna give it to? Looks like Westwood.
Yep, Westwood gets the jump ball.
Number 5 there on Westwood, Caitlin Curtin. Into Taylor Kane, 2 players that have recently been subbed in. Westwood getting a lot of mileage out of their subs, it seems like. They're very comfortable with subbing some of their players out, not sticking too heavily to their starters. That's going to be another offensive, or another foul from Westwood, and that's going to bring them up to 5. That's a rough look.
Actually, that's 6 now.
6. That's a rough look considering they were just about to take possession and hopefully get some momentum on their side. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout from most likely Westwood.
All right, Mackie, I need you to unplug your camera. It is not unplugging, and tell cameras to get the Ashland girls.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout from Westwood here as they're trying to regroup and figure out what to do as they're down 9 as we're coming to the close of this first quarter. That said, some good defensive efforts from players like Alex Finn and some good offensive efforts from players like Caitlin Curtin and Amanda Nocera. Seems like there's a very well-rounded Westwood team, and it seems if they could establish some footing and some momentum in this game, they could prove quite the force for Ashland. These Ashland girls, of course. Nothing to scoff at this year with a 3-2 league record and a 5-2 overall record. That's 2 non-league games that they have taken. And they're pretty good at home this year. They're 2-1 at home, but 3-1 and away. So pretty even spread for these Ashland girls. As Madden's going to drive it down out to number 4 from Ashland. Passing around the key, Soro's going to try to drive in.
So Connor, what am I missing here?
No, nothing. You're not.
All right.
Not missing much. Just solid play from both teams.
We're having some interesting moments here at WACA-TV. Trying to multitask. You want to tell them, Connor?
Huh? No, we're doing fine. We're just chilling.
We're just chilling.
Oh, Westwood going to take that 3. Number 33, Elizabeth Gill, who has the only Westwood point of the night, going to take that 3.
Madden with that amazing drive there that you saw, the fast break. Unable to score any points there, but
I don't know if I'm seeing much difference out of this Westwood team after that timeout, but there's always time to turn it around. The game is still young, only the first quarter. And it looks like Ashland's put in Obamagba. She had quite the game last time we saw her, putting up some 3s of her own. And it looks like Westwood's going to draw the foul there. Again, number 33, Elizabeth Gill, going to the line. She's 1 for 2 on the day thus far, scoring the only Westwood point. See if she can add to that.
And she's gonna get the miss there.
And again, she's now 2 for 4 on the day. But of course, Ashland going to come back with that rebound. Agba out to number 4 from Ashland, who we actually don't have on the roster here.
I think that's Jessica Groscher, who they have labeled as number 14. Yeah, that's definitely Jessica Groscher. I believe she's a senior this year. Yep, she's a senior this year.
She's been doing some great work around the key. Providing some great offensive support to her teammates.
She is a defensive mastermind. If you watch any NBA basketball, as far as defensive masterminds go, you typically look at Draymond Green. She'd be the Draymond Green of the Ashland Clockers.
Is Kaylee Suro going to get a fast break and put up 2 herself? So we're about to finish off this first quarter here. See if Westwood can get some final points to end it. Ooh, that was a beautiful look from Westwood. Number 33, Elizabeth Gill, again, kind of carrying this Westwood offense, scoring the 4 points that Westwood has on the board right now.
And it looks like there may have been a foul here right at the end as both teams go to the bench.
Oh, that looks like an and one for Gill.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to finish off with some foul shots here.
You don't want to keep putting Gill on the line. She may have missed that one, but she's still 2 for 5 on the day.
Yeah.
And she has the only 4 points for Westwood.
So with that being said, Ashland leads 12-4 here in this first quarter. So we're seeing a very good girls basketball team this year.
Absolutely.
Any comments on what you think we might be able to expect from the season? Could we see a playoff run here?
I don't think that's out of the question. I mean, it's just a very solid team here. With players like Madden and Flynn, and even some other players like Suro and Galvani. We have leaders on this team. We have some great scorers on this team. And we have a lot of players that can play a lot of different positions, which is always a good thing.
And I was going to say, on top of that, you look at this team, and how can you not mention how young they truly are? Only 4 seniors on the roster in Kira Flynn, Megan Galvani, Jessica Groscher, and Olivia Hess.
Absolutely, yeah. We've seen.
So I think looking at that roster, how can you not see that maybe we're going to see some continued success here? Obviously, Kira Flynn and Megan Galvani are going to be a huge hit, as well as Jessica Groscher, but
you
it'll
still
be
have
interesting.
People like Madden, who's a sophomore this year. And we've mentioned this before, but that's a good look if you're Ashland.
And then Ryan Lima as well.
True.
Typically a fantastic player. So, again, you're going to see some continued success from this young Ashland team. Pass over the top.
To number 42, Claire Marcy. Looks like she's going to get fouled.
Yeah, I think she's going to the line, and she's been pretty solid from the line this year. Definitely not a Shaq-type player. She can shoot. She's only a freshman, I believe, too. Yeah, freshman.
The roster would indicate that is the truth. She's going to line up, square up for her first shot here. And she's going to sink it, as you said.
Told you, she's not Shaq.
Yeah, no slouch on the line.
Connor doing a good job of scorekeeping for us today.
I do what I can. As that's going to extend Ashland's lead to a 9-point lead.
Ashland 13, Westwood 4.
The inbound to number 11, Amanda Nocera. There's been a continued rock on this Westwood team. Ooh, and that's a beautiful under to Sarah Roycroft. And she's going to put up 2. It seems as though when Westwood can find these open passes, these unders, and their cuts, they can really do a lot. So it looks like Flynn is going to get fouled. She's going to go to the line for the 2nd time tonight. But as I was saying, Westwood is really good at finding those cuts and really moving the ball down the court and finding those players under the net to put up 2s. We've seen that a couple times from players like Gill and just then from Roycroft.
Looks like Flynn's going to miss her first. But can we talk about what a huge asset Flynn is to this team? Agba down low. It's going to be good for 2. Agba with the quick steal on the inbound. And Ashland extends their lead to 10.
Yeah, that's quite the answer coming back from Westwood's momentum swing. Ashland answering back with a swing of their own. But again, Westwood just can't seem to find those unders when they need to.
Looks like Jessica Grosher jumped on the ball down low. And Ashland's going to retain possession by calling a timeout. Quick 1-minute timeout.
Absolutely. We see Coach David Lith getting fired up there.
And something to be a little excited about here. Bringing up some things today. Jaguars won 10-3. We're entering playoff football season.
10-3 in football scoring?
Yes, as a final score.
That is a low-scoring game.
Yeah, definitely a defensive game. Bills and Jags both with top defenses this year, and Jags managed to pull it out 10-3. Bills with they called it the 17-year drought, playoff drought. They couldn't even make it to the playoffs. I can understand not making it to the Super Bowl for 17 years, but
that's rough.
Yeah, but they end their drought and quickly get eliminated. Poor
it's
Buffalo
the small
Bills
victories.
Fans. Yeah. So
the timeout's going to end here. Agba going to inbound to Madden.
Madden was calling a couple of plays. It looks like this time they're going to set up and just try and pass it around the key, see what develops down low. As they pass it in to Marcy. Marcy's shot is no good. Rebound from Westwood, who drives quickly up court.
Ooh, Caitlin Curtin, what a pass. Out to the back end of the key. And number 23 from Westwood, the recipient of that pass, Riley Murray's going to try to take it for herself, but doesn't find the net.
And it looks like
Madden from deep, as you were talking about that deep three. It doesn't see any success there, but it was very close. A million times better than I could do. But that's not really saying much, considering I don't play basketball.
We had some fun beforehand, though. The crew.
It's true. Todd ran me out of breath.
We had a little basketball game of our own before this.
A little bit of 2-on-2.
Got set up kind of early. Had some fun. Again, your cameraman right now is Cameron Tabo and Mackie Kotob. Cameron Tabo, whose shot we're on right now, he's operating as what we call our tight shot. And then our wide shot is Mackie Kotob. Both doing a phenomenal job tonight.
Absolutely.
Just want to say.
It looks like we're going to get some subs here. For Caitlin Curtin, they're going to put in number 14, Olivia Holbrook. And Holbrook's going to take the inbound now. Westwood passing around the key, seeing if they can find a shot. They put one out, and number 33, Elizabeth Gill again, the leading scorer of the night. That's going to put her up to 7 points.
Madden brings it up court. Madden driving. Madden looking for some points of her own. She passes outside. The three, Suro, no good. Might have been a 2 if it sunk. Looked like her foot might have been on the line, but.
And then Flynn going to pick up that rebound, but not going to find the net herself. And Westwood's going to get that rebound. Number 3, Taylor Kane.
She drove in, looked at a nice pass underneath.
And that's Gill for another 2.
So Westwood finds their down low threat. And they're coming back. They're clawing their way back. Ashland 16, Westwood 10 on the fast break.
Riley Murray, and we always talk about that fast break, how it's It may look easy to hit that too, but when you got the pressure on you, it may not be the easiest thing in the world. You could have done it a million times in practice, but when it comes to game time, it's not always the easiest to hit.
Yeah, you got fans cheering in the background. It is definitely tough.
For sure. And number 22, Sarah Roycroft, the other scorer for Westwood, going to put it up, but and it looks like there's a bit of a scuffle there under the net, and Westwood's going to come out with it.
Yeah, they're going to come out with the ball.
This is quite
a huge break for them.
Yeah, I was about to say it's quite the swing for Westwood here. Out to Kane.
Underneath, Ashland picks it. Lima comes away with it. We're gonna have Madden driving up, as per the usual.
But we were definitely seeing some revitalization from Westwood here.
Pass out Lima, the 3, no good. But Ashland gets that offensive rebound. Again, so tough.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting the rebounds, but Westwood's defense locks them down the second they get it. And there's going to be Gill for and 1. What a shot.
Yep, she's going to get that too. Ashland 16, Westwood 12. And Ashland needs to potentially take a timeout here and figure out what they need to do to stop Gill. How many points does Gill have?
Elizabeth Gill has 10 points, and she's 2 for 5 on the line. So certainly not someone you want to keep sending to the line, let alone kind of locking her down and making sure that she can't take those shots that she's known for down low. She's going to hit her first.
And can I just say personally, we just had that shot on that behind the backboard. That is one of my favorite shots. I just want to let everybody know.
Oh yeah,
that is just one fun shot to look at, especially when people are at the line. And this is the kind of madness you have when your announcers have control over the switcher, over what camera angles we're going to be picking up in this game. So we'll be talking about some of the exciting shots.
Oh, absolutely.
And it looks like Ashland is going to go to the line here. We're in 1-and-1 territory.
And we started off this game by kind of criticizing Westwood's number of fouls, but Ashland's kind of ratcheted theirs right up. 7-9, Ashland to Westwood, respectively. But
Lima unable to come down with that one. Is that going to be an over-the-back foul? It may be, and we're walking right back down to the other side of the court for a 1-and-1 from Westwood.
Looks like they're going to put Caitlin Curtin back in. That's a good look, considering she's been quite the force. And is that Gill back to the line?
You can't put her back on the line. That's rough for Ashland. Gill, she's going to sink that first one, meaning she gets a second. Gill back at the line. Gill. What is she, 3 for 3? Maybe even more than that? She is
5 for 8 on the night.
Oh, really?
Yes, she is.
She, maybe it just took her some time to get in stride, because I've seen her make the last couple from what I've caught.
She has made 3 of her last 3 shots, and she has scored 13 of Westwood's 15 points here. She's going to go for another 2. But Westwood with the rebound.
Offensive rebound. They put it in. Westwood's up.
Westwood is now up. That's quite the swing. Like I said, Westwood just seems like they needed to find their footing, but now that they have, it looks like they're shutting Ashland down. But just like that, Madden's going to say, no way. I'm not shutting anyone down. I'm going to take a 3.
Well, that's exactly what Ashland needed after Westwood. I think they had 10 unanswered points.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 16-6, and that's Ashland's first points in a while.
There's Curtin.
Coming down on 2 minutes left here in the first half of action at Ashland High School.
And what are they going to call that? Is that a travel?
I think that's a travel.
Ashland, I wouldn't say playing bad by any means, but it looks like Westwood has certainly stepped up. They've found their groove, and Ashland needs to answer back.
That they do. And Westwood driving quick now, trying to claw their way back. The shot from the outside, no good.
Both teams
Ashland comes away.
Both teams seem really adept at getting these rebounds.
We're gonna get the foul for Lima.
Wow, I don't know about that call.
I don't know. I think Lima tried to draw it.
Lima definitely did try to draw it, but that looked pretty clean on Amanda Nocera's part.
But
or no, excuse me, Caitlin Curtin's part. She had her hands up and everything. I didn't really see anything there. But that's okay.
That's what you do though in that situation. If you're Lima, you draw that foul.
True. And as she nails her first one.
Yeah, and we're just, even if I think it's shooting, but either way, she'll have 2 shots at the line.
Because we're up to 10 fouls from Westwood now.
Yep.
But Ashland close behind with 8. These fouls are really going to start to matter as we're ticking down the last minute and 30 seconds of this half. Because this game has gotten a lot closer than it initially was a quarter ago.
Yeah, and like you said before, it seems like Westwood just needed to find its footing. As shot missed, but Westwood comes back away with the ball.
Gilda Curtin.
Underneath. Pass back outside.
And there's Kane. Kane going to put it up. Ooh. It's quite a shot, but didn't really find the net.
And one of the few things I could criticize early on from this Westwood team was their passing ability. It seemed like their passes might have been a little off. They were trying to catch people in stride, and it didn't look all that great. You can't say that now.
Absolutely not.
Some phenomenal passing here on this from this Westwood team, but a foul will send Kayla Madden to the line. That's somebody you definitely don't want to put on the line if you're Westwood.
For certain.
Madden, her first shot. It's
good. Swish.
You could hear that, too.
Yeah.
Just hear that in the background.
3 for 3 thus far with her foul throws.
Ashland 22, Westwood 17. And again, we talked about it before, momentum swings.
Absolutely. This was a huge momentum swing for Westwood. Is number 11, Amanda Nocera, the captain, going to take it into number 23, Riley Murray. It's like Westwood decided to sub out players like Kane and Curtin. Oh, excuse me, just Curtin, looks like. Give them some time so they can really come back and shine in the second half of the game.
Good job, Claire Marcy, underneath, getting the rebound. Pass up, Suro driving. We don't see that much from her.
True, but she put up a good shot. But Westwood going to come down with that rebound. Kane looking over.
Driving, pass underneath, no good. She gets the rebound and she'll put it back up.
That's Roycroft.
Number 22.
Yeah, Sarah Roycroft with her 4th point of the night.
Good job by her as Suro. 7 seconds left in the half. She'll pass it outside. Marcy looking for something. Suro trying to go for that 3 ball.
But under pressure, she couldn't get a shot off, as that's going to do it for the half. Final score as we approach halftime, 22 Ashland, Westwood 19. And quite a few fouls here.
Yeah, 8 fouls from Ashland and 10 from Westwood. Something to watch for, fouling out.
Definitely.
For the next half. With that, I've been Todd Carter.
And I'm Connor Donovan, and we will see you in just a sec for this second half of action here at Ashland High School.
Yes, and we are back for Ashland v. Westwood. Connor, how did that first half go?
The first half was quite something. I'm not going to lie to you, Todd. I thought it was going to be kind of a wash as soon as we were about halfway, 6 minutes into the first quarter, because we've seen it before. We've seen these Ashland girls. They're a great team, and they've just kind of shut down other teams before, but this is not the case. Westwood certainly found their footing, and they're back with a vengeance as they are only 3 points behind, whereas they were 7, 8 at the end of the first quarter, and we thought that the lead was only going to widen from there, but we were sorely mistaken.
That we were.
You always like to see. I mean, I'm totally down with being wrong if it means better basketball.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a close win than a blowout win
Absolutely.
for Ashland. And so far, that's what we're seeing as Ashland leads 22-19. The drive, no good from Suro, but Ashland comes away with the ball here.
And as you said earlier, we haven't really seen a lot of drives from Suro historically. She's been more of a outside the key, more of a three-shooter, but we've seen her under the net a little bit here.
Marcy with the good shot, but blocked by the Westwood defender, and they'll drive up court.
That's Gabriella Heaney-Secord. She's going to pick it back up inside under the net to 21, Fiona McGowan, the starter. She's going to take a shot but not find the net. And they're going to be pressured. Flynn was going to be pressured into out of bounds there, but somehow manages to get the ball off to Madden.
Lima outside, passes it to Suro.
And Suro's going to drain a three as we...
Was that... No, that was Lima with a little
Lima?
give and go, yeah.
Oh.
That was Lima on the outside there.
I just assumed it was Suro because she's quite adept at shooting those threes. But it's good for Lima putting up 5 points on the day.
She had a quieter game last game, but she is she's a very good player. A starter last year as a freshman. And that's going to be drained. Who is that from Westwood? I could not. I think it was 21.
I believe so. It's going to be Fiona McGowan the starter putting up her first 2 points of the night.
Marcy. She had the three, didn't want to take it.
But Suro, Lima?
No, that was Suro. Suro took it, but Westwood comes away with it. Ashland 25, Westwood 21.
Bounce pass to Nocera into number 13, Lizzie Kelly, the captain.
Underneath.
Kelly going to try for it, not going to get it, and Ashland's going to get that rebound. We've seen both teams, as I said in the first half, they're both really adept at getting these rebounds.
Suro's three is no good.
That's why we're seeing them just kind of run back and forth on the court here, is because both teams are in really good positions getting these rebounds.
That's out ahead of Lima. Lima,
that was a
one-on-one
beautiful
opportunity. She sinks it.
I didn't see who threw that inbound, but that was
Flynn,
pass.
I believe. Flynn with the assist and a phenomenal down-court pass.
They call that a through ball in soccer.
Yeah, that was definitely a through ball.
But Finn, the captain, going to take her first 2 points of the night. We're about halfway through this third quarter.
Lima and Madden with a little give and go.
Yeah, Madden under pressure there. Couldn't get a shot off, but I think she's going to draw the foul. First one we've seen this half.
Yeah, it was a non-shooting, so it's just going to be an inbound. That's going to be on number 1, Alex Finn. That's her third foul already on the night. And that's something we talked about before is Westwood had quite a few fouls in that first half. It was over 10, I'll tell you that. They stopped that meter at 10, but
Lima going to take it, and that's going to be 2, but she's quite...
That's a deep 2.
It was quite a deep 2, and she's having herself a great second half, or third quarter, I should say, so far.
Well, something she showed last year in flashes was that she is a great shooter. Could not tell who that was on Westwood.
I believe it was number 23, Riley Murray.
Shot Lima, no good. I think it might have been 13 that last drive, or 20, 13 or 21. It's hard to tell.
And number 11, wow, Amanda Nocera. Also a 2 from deep. And that's going to put Ashland at 29 and Westwood at 27. Again, Westwood catching right back up. As soon as we think Ashland starts to take a lead, Westwood is adept at really proving us wrong.
The drive from Madden. They're going to stop it. What's going on here?
Looks like that was going to be an offensive foul on Madden. Or maybe not on Madden, maybe on Claire Marcy, looks like. Didn't really see it, but Westwood's going to get the inbound here.
Might have been an over the back. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's going to be a
Flynn
fast
comes
break.
away.
Fast break, easy money for Kayla Madden. That's going to be her 10th point of the night.
And I think that was Flynn on the steal. Good job. She didn't take it herself. Instead, gave it to Madden, who had better leverage on the outside for the shot.
They're going to call that a foul?
No, I think they're going to say she stepped out, traveled, something.
It looked like a travel to me. I wasn't quite sure, though. But that's a travel from number 33, Elizabeth Gill, who has just been a monster tonight. She's put up 13 points in the first half alone.
And speaking of monsters, it looks like we're going to have a 3-ball from Lima. Lima doesn't sink that one, but she has been phenomenal so far this quarter.
Oh!
Madden gets her hand in. It's going to be Westwood ball.
But Sarah to Murray.
Good job.
Tries for it, but Madden's going to get right in the way of that.
Good awareness from Madden.
Yeah. Curtin looking around. Going to find Murray, but is that going to be a jump ball, or are they going to give it to Westwood? Oh, looks like it's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, I think they're calling that the jump, and it automatically goes to Ashland. You can see the arrow, the screen in your bottom left corner, and now it's going to be next jump ball Westwood. So you see the arrow just switched over on the inbound as Madden drives up court.
Westwood not running a press. Instead, looks like they're running a zone defense inside the key.
Underneath Ooh. Grosher. It's
yeah.
good.
Grosser gonna, that's gonna be her first points of the night, despite being, as you said, quite the force on defense.
Pass outside.
Curtin into Gill. And that's gonna be a steal from Madden. Madden's been quite the defensive force herself.
Madden drove up court, sent it to Grosher. Grosher passed it outside to, I think, Lima. And Lima was unable to come up with the shot, but she'll go to the line.
Yeah. And this is a lot different, a lot different third quarter than what we saw from the first half.
Ready for my favorite shot here? Oh, I like it.
There we go.
The first one is no good. And I told you it's dangerous when your announcers are in charge here of these shots.
And she's going to nail the second one. That's her 10th point. She scored 8 points this quarter. Finn going to drive it up the court here. Is she going to take it herself? No, she passes back.
Might have broken Jessica Grosher's ankles, though.
McGowan to Curtin. Curtin's going to take it. Draws the push. Oh, no, that's going to be an offensive foul. Number 23, Riley Murray of Westwood. That's her second of the night.
Madden driving up court. Suro right next to her.
And as we're seeing, like I said before, definitely not running a press, more of a zone. And we're seeing the difference in that because Ashland is very much running a press. very tight offensively.
Lima driving.
So we see the differences in these defenses and how each one kind of functions and works within themselves. As Finn going to take it herself. Not going to find the net. Ashland going to get the rebound.
So we've been talking, as Ashland drives here, we've been talking a little bit about how Ashland seems to be a playoff team. As, who was that? Who was it?
I think it was Kaylee Sorrow.
I think. No, I think that was Megan Galvani down low.
Megan Galvani. You're correct.
With her first 2 points of the night. But I think we were saying a little bit before that Ashland has a playoff caliber team, but a young one at that. As Westwood scores 2, I believe from number 33.
That's Gill again.
Gill. She's having a monster of a night. But again,
Definitely.
Ashland with that playoff caliber team and a young one.
Wow.
The buzzer beater by Suro. That's phenomenal from Suro.
That's a 3. As Ashland's going to lengthen their lead to 10 points. But as we say, every time we think Ashland gets a lead in this game, Westwood fires right back. But that was quite the buzzer beater from Suro. I believe the pass from Madden and the instant snap. And Suro's going to put up 3 as the buzzer goes off. But that's not before they score quite a sizable amount. And like I said, 10 points, nothing to scoff at. But we saw such a big quarter from Lima, Ryan Lima, putting up 8 points in that quarter alone. She was at the line and she's 1 for 2 at that quarter. We also saw some big plays from Sarah Roycroft, Fiona McGowan, and some good stuff from Caitlin Curtin, taking a few threes of her own. Unfortunately, not finding the net, but it's good to see that she's maintaining herself as an offensive force on this Westwood team. But you can't say enough about players like Kayla Madden, who's just had a crazy game thus far, just been so solid on both ends of the court. Megan Galvani, they put her in, and she's definitely showing some leadership as well as putting up some points. So I'd say a pretty good match on both sides of the court. As Finn's going to take this, not going to find the net.
Lima's going to come away with it. And again, talking about Lima, points off the bench. She's been phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, typically last year she was a starter, from what I believe. And I think, are they going to catch her on a double dribble or?
Lima was a starter at this particular game. I don't know about in games previous, but
I think.
Yeah, I don't know what they're calling here. Looks like
we have Ashland 39, Westwood 29. Clock stopped at 7.5 minutes. We're now looking at 74 seconds. I don't know what's going on here, folks.
It's a timeout.
I think they're resetting the clock. Okay. Yep, they're resetting the clock. Every second counts here.
That's true, especially if you're a team like Westwood, who's trying to make that comeback that they've been making some comebacks throughout the game.
Yeah.
And if I'm the Westwood coach, I said no, reset that clock to the time it was because we need every second.
Yeah.
We're a comeback team.
7.5 minutes turns to 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Again, Ashland 39, Westwood 29.
Ashland running the stack so they can get that inbound to Kayla Madden. Madden around to Lima. Lima going to take for 3. She's going to drain it. Wow, what a second half here for Lima. As that's going to put her to 13 points on the night. 11 of which come in this second half. Ooh. Oh, under to 22, Sarah Roycroft. That's her 6th point of the night. That was pretty.
That was very Lima again.
Lima again, wide open at the back side of the key.
What do we have?
She's
13
smiling.
down for her?
She's at 16, actually.
16
She's smiling
at this
as
point.
Westwood takes a timeout with 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Ashland 45, Westwood 31. And one of the things you talk about towards the end of games is stamina.
Definitely.
And for the Ashland girls, I think you have to throw a check mark in there.
I'd agree. They definitely on the stamina side, but I'm more concerned with Worcester because at the beginning of the game, I thought that in the stamina department they would be pretty ace, considering that they weren't really they were switching out their starters for people like Gill, who wasn't even a starter but has 15 points on the night. And I don't know. I thought they would have more stamina, but let's see what they can do in this last 7 minutes. Clearly, they're taking the timeout, they're regrouping, hoping to shift some momentum in their favor. But Ashland just ever strong, just ever so consistent.
Yeah.
With players like Lima draining threes, and when you got people like Suro also draining threes, and then such threats like Madden under the net.
Yeah,
like
and
they're just staying consistent, sticking to their game plan.
Something we haven't talked much about in the third quarter is fouls. We're not seeing as many fouls. We're playing a much cleaner game now.
I was about to say, there's a reason we're not talking about it. It's because they're not there compared to the first half.
There's no need. It's kind of nice. You know, keep the fouls low.
That's a travel from 21, McGowan. And Ashland, that's a good look for Ashland. That's rough if you're Westwood, though, because they just took a timeout, hoping to get some momentum on their side. And to get a travel call like that, I don't know if that's what we want coming out of the timeout zone.
I would have to agree.
Madden dribbling around, trying to find Lima. Finds Lima. Lima outside to Suro. Grosser. Ooh, that's a good defense from Curtin on the Westwood side. McGowan to Finn. Finn trying to juke out Grosser, but gonna have to make through some Ashland defense.
And this is a tough Ashland defense. You can see that they're always on their assignments.
Ooh, Kelly almost, that was an in and out. I think she's gonna get fouled.
Yep, foul, go to the line. That's on Lima, but that's only her first foul of the night.
I want to talk about good looks. That's a good look if you have a player like Lima who's having quite a game, only having one foul thus far. But nevertheless, Lizzie Kelly going to go to the line for the first time tonight, and she's going to sink her first.
This Westwood team has been pretty good from the line so far.
Absolutely. Considering it's just been Gill who's gone to the line so far, and she's having quite the night. But that's gonna bring it within a 12-point game here. And we've seen Westwood make these comebacks.
We have.
Suro asking for the ball, but not going to get it. Lima somehow comes out with the ball despite some good defense from Westwood.
Ashland 45, Westwood 33. Westwood makes some last desperate attempts here.
You want to talk about the passing game? Ashland looks like they just got kind of worked that last drive.
Yeah, Westwood's passing game, something we worried about a little bit in that first quarter, and they've proven any doubters wrong after that.
It was just pass to pass to pass, drawing Ashland defenders away. Oh my gosh, that was a deep three from Madden. That's going to put her at 13 points.
So again, you talk about Ashland, this good young team, could go to the playoffs this year. We could see some more playoff action next year with how young this team is. But how can you not talk about losing Kira Flynn next year?
Definitely.
That is going to be tough for this team to overcome.
She hasn't really been in this game, though.
Yeah, they haven't needed her much, which is kind of nice, as they have as they have Lima in there. Galvani shoots I believe that was a three of her own. It's no good, doesn't sink. But yeah, you're seeing some offensive madness here from Lima You got to be excited about number 22, Kaylee Suro. He'll be around next year. Claire Marcy has 4 more years.
Definitely. And
Madden, of course. And
I believe number 1, Alex Finn, the captain, is going to draw a offensive foul.
Yeah.
That's her fourth.
Got that. Yeah, she had that offensive. I think it was Kaylee Suro with the flop. And we're seeing Flynn back in the game now.
True.
Driving.
Wow.
She's good for 2.
And you said this in the first quarter, and I didn't really recognize it until I'm looking at the stats here, but Flynn really adept at driving as well as drawing these fouls. She's 2 for 4 on the night. So it's good to have someone like Flynn. Oh my gosh.
Behind the, did she just score that behind the back?
I'm telling you,
Elizabeth
Gill is something
Gill.
else. That's her 17th point of the night.
She is athletically gifted. That was ridiculous.
Oh, and an and one.
She got the and one. She was fouled and decided to just throw it up. Goes in the net. Good awareness from her. And that'll sink.
She is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's 6 for 9 on the night with 18 points. That's almost half of these Westwood points scored by Gill herself.
I was gonna say.
I think we're looking at a pretty easy, decisive player of the game. If we're talking about Westwood.
For Ashland, you have 2 that you have to talk about here.
True.
But I think as far as being clutch here, you got to talk a lot about Ryan Lima and what she has done tonight.
Her second half has been phenomenal. She had 2 points going into the half and then suddenly upped it, scoring 14 points in this second half.
Yeah, and she is listed as a starter for Ashland, but I don't think she was seeing that role as much until recently.
Yeah.
And, this is when you know why.
Definitely. And even if I'm Ashland, like, you haven't really used really solid players like Obum Agba. She hasn't been in all that much. Grosser's been in and out all night. Claire Marcy's been in and out all night. Like, you still have a solid lineup if you want to talk about stamina.
Yeah. And next year, after we see after we sadly see Kira Flynn go, you still have Erin Flynn, her sister.
Definitely.
Down,
we saw a couple games ago. Definitely put in work.
Yeah, she's a fantastic player as well, and somebody we saw a lot of last year, not so much this year so far, is Janelle Bork. She's a junior, 11th grade junior. She kind of plays both forward and guard, depending on what Ashland needs her to do. So that's somebody that you definitely want to see playing in a big role next year.
Yeah, as the shot clock's going to expire there. And that's a testament to Westwood's defense. Looks like, and that's that patented passing game we're seeing from Westwood. Kind of breaking through Ashland's press here. That was a good lead. And Westwood trying to build a lead of their own, despite Ashland's.
Yeah, they're trying to cut into that Ashland lead, and that'll help.
Gill with officially having scored half of Westwood's points tonight. That is her 20th point, and Westwood is at 40.
That is ridiculous.
So now it's a 10-point game with about 3 minutes left. And that Westwood brought it back. I believe it was 14-point game just a couple minutes ago. So that's good on Westwood. We said they're a comeback team, and we're seeing it.
Yeah, Ashland is typically good in the fourth quarter. I think they were outscored once or twice in these past couple of games, but those were during kind of more of what you would consider a blowout.
Yeah.
So can't fault them for, just kind of cruising through that last quarter, but definitely don't want to cruise through this one tonight. Still 2.5 minutes to go, and, easy to score 10 points in 2 minutes.
Definitely, definitely. And just a couple of plays ago, we saw Lizzie Kelly, unfortunately, take a travel, and that kind of squandered a lot of momentum for Westwood.
Lima
Ashland's
driving.
Get the ball back. Wow.
Is she going to get the and one there? She's going to get the and one.
And that's her 18th point of the night. On par with Elizabeth Gill.
And she's going to go to the line, giving her a chance at 19 on the night. And she is, what, 3 for 5?
Yep.
On the night from the line. So it'll be 3 for 6 now, but still 18 points is nothing to sneer at.
Oh, not at all. Westwood's going to get that rebound. Number 11, Amanda Nocera going to put it up, the starter. And it's too early to call, but Ashland seems to be doing a really good job on possession here. And that's exactly what they want. They're down 12 points. They know Westwood's a comeback team, and so they just want to keep possession of it. So Westwood, I'd say they got to be a little bit more aggressive in these last 2 minutes.
Madden's pass to Lima knocked out of bounds by a Westwood player, and Suro's going to inbound it. Pass underneath Galvani. She's got a couple of points on the night.
Definitely. Just a solid all-around player. And like I was saying, you have the scorers for Westwood. You have people like Caitlin Curtin. You have Elizabeth Gill. Even Sarah Roycroft. You have the scores, and so if they can just get the ball back and get on offense, they have a chance at tying this game up. But I think it's kind of slowly slipping away because their defense hasn't been as strong.
And it looks like the refs are going to have a little conference here, trying to figure out what's going on.
Reset the clock again?
Could it be a reset of the clock? It looks like there might have been a foul on Madden. If that's a
technical on Lizzie Kelly?
No, I think looks like we're looking at one on Madden.
Against Lizzie Kelly, my bad. I'm so bad at that.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it looks like Caleb Madden's gonna draw a technical. I didn't see what happened
I didn't see it either.
But a bit tougher in this league, and the one of the things that is worrisome there is that's also her 4th.
Yeah, definitely.
So she can't draw another one or she's out of the game. Plus, if she draws another technical, she could be out for 2.
And Madden, definitely not a player you want to lose.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the first technicals we've ever seen on Madden 2. Typically a very clean player. Usually her fouls are kind of warranted.
Oh. That was number 11, Amanda Nocera. And Westwood kind of revitalized here, bringing it within 10 points yet again. That lead that lead is slipping away from Ashland.
Yeah, well, Ashland's still up 10.
Definitely. No,
but,
I would say it's a toss-up right now. Ashland, if they keep with this possession game that they've been going with, I say they got it. But Westwood, they could just as easily come up with an answer in this timeout time.
Yeah, Westwood did take that timeout. They have 2 remaining in this game. Again, scores Ashland 54, Westwood 44. And an exciting one here. Low fouling half for this one compared to the last half.
Compared to the last half where you had like a combined total of 20 fouls between the two teams. We're not seeing the same thing here.
That is true. And we're preparing here as well. We have the boys in the background. I can't see who we're taking on.
I believe we're taking on Millis.
Oh, yep, Millis. And part of the reason that this game is coming later is it was scheduled originally for December 8th. But Millis was doing well in football, so the Millis versus Ashland boys game got canceled.
Oh, is that another 2 for Gill? It's gonna
Yeah.
put her at 22 on the night.
running
I
the
don't think
press
I have
here.
enough paper. I don't think I have enough paper to keep up with all of Gill's points.
Yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous now, isn't it?
Yeah. And I didn't really see the foul there, but Ashland's going to come back with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Amanda Nocera. And
Oh, what an interception.
Some poor inbounding by Ashland, too. You probably want somebody other than Suro this time. So the last 2 or 3 Suro inbounds have been intercepted. So
Yeah, and because of those interceptions, now it's an 8-point game.
yeah, minute 7 left in the game. Trying to note that in my head, but
yeah, I don't know.
2
if Ashland,
timeouts left now from Ashland, and Ashland needs an inbound strategy now.
Yeah.
Because that's where the last
Is that
2
Isaiah
Westwood
Davis? Do I see Isaiah Davis coming in and lending a little bit of help to this girls' team?
I think so.
Am I crazy?
No, you are correct. Isaiah Davis is he wants that Ashland win.
Yeah,
sure.
he's the boys' coach, but you see him coming over and giving a little bit of help to Coach David Leith.
Yeah, assistant coaches Devin Rabidou and Justin Leap for the girls' varsity basketball team here in Ashland.
Suro going to inbound it again. Looking for not another interception, but with a player like Gill.
Look for those cuts to the ball. Good cut to the ball. Try and draw a foul here. No silly passes, but of course there is. But Ashland comes away with an interception of their own. Flynn, and we're going to see a foul on, I don't know who the foul's on, but Kayla Madden was the person who got fouled. It looks like we're going to have that at number 13.
Lizzie Kelly.
Lizzie Kelly. That's our 3rd. And Westwood, that's their 7th foul of the night. It's going to be 1-1 here for Madden. She goes to the line.
And if Madden makes these two foul throws, I don't know. It's still in the realm of possibility, but.
And just telling you right now, my favorite shot on the screen currently, as Madden is at the line.
Putting it in within a 10-point game with 53 seconds left. I don't know. That's certainly a mountain to climb.
Madden, her second shot is no good, but the rebound here.
If I'm Westwood, I got to start taking some shots. I gotta cut this lead down real quick.
I think you gotta look at threes.
Wide open. Gill carves a lane for herself and takes it. That's another foul.
Ashland going to the line. 37 seconds left, but I feel like that could last about 2 to 3 minutes.
Definitely. This is really tough. If I'm Elizabeth Gill, I have put in so much work. And granted, she drew that foul. She got that foul herself, but
the first shot is good from Madden. Again, my favorite shot right here. And you're seeing just so you know, this is not a trying to think of what you would call it. This is not a technical foul or anything.
No.
But Ashland just making sure that Westwood does not have an opportunity at that fast break pass.
Just like that, it's a 9-point game yet again, despite all of this work that Westwood's putting in.
Lima gets it. They're going to foul Lima. You don't want to send her to the line. She's going to make some.
Is that an...
Yeah,
Could you explain to me this fouling strategy, Todd?
They're hoping that Ashland misses these shots.
So they can get possession.
So they can then gain possession and try and score a couple of times. But Lima, she's going to drain her first.
Yeah, it looks like they're fouling the wrong people here, as Lima and Madden are both very solid on the line here tonight.
And if they continue this strategy of fouling, they're going to be up into that 10 range, and it's automatically 2 shots once you get to that 10 range.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's a bad strategy, but it just doesn't seem to be panning out right now.
Yeah, at this point,
This Ashland team is just too consistent on the line.
yeah, at this point too, you're just extending the game if you're Westwood.
Like I see the logic and I see the strategy, and I think if this Ashland team, because we've seen it before with definitely with the boys team, they're not very consistent on the line. So I think a strategy like that,
It might work, but now you're talking about 11 points in about 17 seconds.
now you're just kind of giving
I
players.
never say give up, but you're just, you know, you're risking some people fouling out. Suro's at the line. You're putting potentially some of Ashland's best at the line right now too,
Yeah.
which it's not panning out well if you're Westwood.
It looks like Ashland's probably just going to hold the ball here as the.
Madden's just trying to not get fouled too.
Yeah. That was a really, really well played game from both teams, I would say here.
Ashland 60, Westwood 48.
Yeah, and I mean, your top scorers for Ashland, we have Ryan Lima, who put in so much work in this second half, ending up with around 20 points. Kayla Madden ending with 16. And then Kaylee Suro with a bunch of threes under her belt. It's going to end up with 9, or 10, excuse me, because she hit that last foul shot.
So with that, players of the game, I think you have to give it to. I think you have to give this one to Lima
Oh
for
my gosh,
Ashland
yeah.
today.
Lima really came out of the locker room in that second half and put in the work.
And for Westwood, I don't know how you can go without talking about Elizabeth Gill.
Yes, we have 24 points for her down on our score sheets. But also some solid games from people like Lizzie Kelly, who was 4 for 4 at the line actually, and Sarah Roycroft, Mena Nocera. It was a good Westwood team, and I think Ashland was given a good game here.
Yeah. So with that, we're preparing for the boys' game against Millis. I've been Todd Carter.
And I've been Connor Donovan.
Thank you for watching. Good night. Go Clockers. And we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.